Hello, everyone. This is Sadek Hussain, and we are going to start this YouTube channel for learning, connecting, and growth, right? So, this is our first video, and right from today, we are going to start learning Figma. I will be teaching you guys Figma right from basics, introduction to advanced level. I will be covering each and everything, either it's Figma basics tools, auto layouts, components, prototypes, and everything with proper videos coming, probably one video per week. That's what I am planning currently. So you can subscribe this channel and we can start this journey together. I have a newsletter as well in which I usually write textual content. So you can just go to google.com, type UX Frenzy, so you will get proper websites where you can like insert your email and then also subscribe. So whenever I am creating the video related to Figma crash course or maybe anything, I will be covering like communications, client huntings, finding remote jobs, and everything related to product designing or UX designing. And then you will be able to get a proper notification either right from the YouTube or maybe directly in your email. I will be sending emails as well, right? So let's start today's first video. And one thing I need to clear right from now that I will be creating the longer form content. So if you are very serious students and really want to learn either tools and art of creating portfolios, communications, learning, getting hired in a bigger company. Like I'm working as a lead UX designer in a Swedish startup as a UX consultant as well, right? So I will be sharing everything related to these techniques and also the tools, the softwares I am using to enhance my productivity. You can follow me on my LinkedIn account. Just go to Google, type Sadek Hussain UX designer, and then you will get my Facebook account. Mainly, I'm active on Facebook and also LinkedIn as well. So you can type on my similarly search on Google Sadek Hussain UX designer, and you will get the LinkedIn account as well. And also you can follow me on Instagram, UIX Sadik. So there I usually post about different lifestyle stuff in stories. So you can connect with me and then ask your questions or whatever you want to ask, right? So apologize for like taking these 3 minutes in just briefing and introducing myself and also what you can hope right from this channel as well. So this channel is going to be more about revolving around product designing, UX designing, UI designing, right? And this stuff, and also I will be teaching few tools as well. So majorly, one of them is Figma. Probably we can cover Framer as well, Webflow, Wix, right? So these are the tools, the no-code tools as well, which I use. And then we will cover few productivity hacking tools as well, like Notion is major part, right? So yeah, this is the plan that is going to be covered in this on this YouTube channel in different videos. So this is the first video. That's why I'm just introducing about myself and also about channel. So let's go and learn about Figma. That what it is, why we are going to learn Figma, and also like who can use Figma and what are its features, what is pricing plans and everything, right? And either we have any components to, any competitor to Figma as well, so we can use that one. So that's we are going to use today, learn today, and also we will use Figma, and I will be explaining few common features and very basics features of Figma as well in this video, right? So probably I will be trying to cover these lectures in English, but I'm not a native English speaker, so I can do few mistakes as well. So I will humbly request to like give me a bit of a leverage, but I'll try my best to speak a bit slowly and also in a very easy format of English that everyone can understand and learn about these topics as well. So let's talk about what is Figma. Figma is basically I will obviously share screens and everything. I will be giving you some resource files and everything. What I will be teaching, I'll be giving you freely in obviously the community and maybe in the description as well, so you can find everything right there. Great. So Figma is basically a design tool that is majorly used by the product designer and UI UX designer, but it's not only like these people can use only Figma. Any person who have like a creative sense in his hand, a creative sense in his head can use Figma. Either he is a graphic designer, either he is trying to design brochures, designing cover albums, right? Those graphics, journal, like the landing pages, mobile apps, whatever, either web app, right? Whatever you are designing, you can use Figma as well. Obviously, either when you are designing, like when you are purely a graphic designer and you want to design a brand style guide, your go-to tool is Illustrator, but you can use Figma as well, and you can design that brand style guide in Figma as well, right? Because both are tools, and I will give you a clear message directly right now that never depend on the tools. You need to be creative, and you need to be the person's a journalist person who can use any tools and design anything. One more thing, I will be switching between different browsers, and also you can see few favicons of different websites on my browsers. So I beg my pardon. I have this nature to bookmark these things and learn right from these things. So probably I'll try to keep it very simple screen, but in case if you see anything, a kind of iterate, a kind of like disruptive, so just give me a leverage on that point as well. Okay, so we were talking about like Figma is a common design tool. Everyone who can design, who have a sense of designing, can use Figma, right? Then let's go to just jump on the Figma websites, and we like learn directly from the websites. Then we will also like look few features of the Figma. But before than that, there will be a question that why we are going to start with Figma. So I will be teaching you, and I will be giving you a few lectures regarding communication, regarding user experience, research, information architectures, and a lot of things are pending. I have planned these things. So majorly I will be using Figma for that purpose. So that's why I want to teach you Figma first, that you have at least basic knowledge of our tools, and then a few master things as well, like designing auto layout and everything, and components, prototyping, and everything, right? Uh, so at least you have those knowledge, so that when I will give you a practical file, it's not a kind of a problem for you guys to do the work with the tools, right? Then there will be another questions that why we are just picking Figma earlier rather than Adobe XD, Creative, Penpot, right? And also we have another tool, Lunacy. These are a few Figma competitors, right? So we are going to use Figma because Figma is like 90 to 95% in the market. Sketch is also there, and every other tools is there, but Figma is the go-to tool in the market right now. And majorly Figma is quite easy due to collaboration, right? Even new tools like Creative, Penpot, and also like the Lunacy have this feature as well, but they are not too much in the market currently. So around like 90 to 95%, or maybe I would like to I would like to say 99% people in the market, like who are UX UI designer and also the product designer, are using Figma majorly, right? So let's start to learning Figma. I will be just dropping these pictures over here. There's no need to focus on my face at all. You just need to go to and focus on the screen as well. So probably you will be able to see the screen. I don't know, but I believe you can see the screen currently, right? So I hope so. So I was mentioning few names. One is Lunacy. Lunacy is the competitor of Figma. It is quite similar. It's almost like similar to Figma as well. You can just go to it's by Icon 8. So you can just go to Google, type Lunacy, and then you will land on their website, and you can just check Lunacy as well. Another tool I was mentioning is PenPot. PenPot is again quite similar to Figma, and you can just check their features as well. Then we have Creedy. This is quite a new tool, and one of their amazing feature is like one of their amazing feature is basically the AI wizard, right? So you just drag, and then it gives you like yeah, here. So it will gives you just like a few elements, a few components that you can just replace the content and then adjust accordingly, according to the your design, right? So that is a pretty good tool. We will learn this tool as well if you guys demand, and we see that it is like entering in the market with quite a good space, a good pace. Then obviously we can cover this tool. I have used each of them, but majorly your go-to tool is Figma.com, right? So just simply go to the Google bar and type figma.com. So you will land on their website, and clearly you can just see the bigger spectrum here. It is all about think bigger and build faster. So Figma is just like very clear with the message that they are giving you a space to think, brainstorm, ideate, and everything. Right? What are these terms and how we can use like Figma for these terms? Obviously, we are going to learn. There's a sub part of Figma named as FigJam, so we will be covering that part as well, right? And then building is in the Figma, like designing and everything. Then recently, very recently, like a year or 1.5 year ago, Figma introduced like a dev mode as well. That made a life of a developer very easy. If you know how you can deliver hand off a file to the developer, being as a designer, then developer is going to be very easy, and this clash is going to be uh, like uh, like minimized very easily, the developer and the designer clash. But yeah, we will cover that part as well, like how development mode of Figma works, right? So along with that, Figma have a community as well, a great resource. This is the FigJam. So Figma have a community as well where you can find like millions of resources to just learn, practice, and everything. We will cover that part as well. Now when you come to the pricing section of Figma, so here you can find few interesting things. So Figma is majorly free, and many people use free as well. So in free, basically you can use like Figma design editors, and here you can see what like the features you are getting in the Figma. And then they have like a professional teams with $50, and then organizational and enterprise. But majorly here it is free for students and educators as well. So you can get easily uh, free account if you are student or you are educative, and that is pretty great and enough for every like designer as well, right? But in case if you are obviously in a learning phase and you want to learn Figma, then you can use a free starter team or free plan of Figma as well. But let me be honest with you guys that you will be having only limited features in a free sections, right? So I will suggest that you can go for either professional plan for the Figma, or you can apply as a student and educators as well. So there is no hard and fast rules related to free students and educators account. You can just apply to their plan, and then you can get like access to the Figma professional plan as well, and that is perfect for every designer out there. It covers a lot of features and everything, right? Then we have FigJam as well. So FigJams in free have a lot of features as well, and also in professionals and organization. But it is also free for Figma, sorry, students and educators as well. So it's really easy. You can just apply and get these Figma, access to Figma, right? So if you are new, you just need to click on this get started for Figma. And when you will click on this, it will obviously leads you to create your account. And if you have an account already, then you just need to obviously like log into your account and then go to the first ever part of the Figma. Along with that, Figma also have their web applications as well. Like we can call it web app or maybe or software, whatever you want to call. So they have this software as well, right? Where you can simply log in with your account and also start your account, creating or building or whatever you are doing, right? So in case you are new to Figma, you can just start with continue with Google, or maybe you can just type your emails and then continue with email and then create password and then you will log in into Figma. So quickly, let's create an account and let's go to the first ever plan, like the first ever interface of the Figma as well. So let me just, I'm going to quickly jump with continue with Google. I will be creating an account in front of you. Even though I already have an account, I am using professional Figma, right? So I have an account. You can see my emails, but please just avoid spamming this email as well. As I mentioned earlier, that I will not be hiding anything. I will not do any editing at all. So I want to give you the raw content and actually the raw content actually mean that you learn directly from uh, my practice work or whatever I do. So yeah, let me just complete this thing and then we can start. I don't know why it is taking too much time, but yeah. Okay. So what to do? It is match the numbers of box with the number of on the left. What it is? I don't know. Okay. So it's just loading again. I don't know what happened, but let's see. Okay, Ji. So we are. It is just loading still, but we are almost there. Uh, by just like with continuing either with Google or maybe you can create your account and you can log in with your account, right? So here it will ask you to mention few details. So I'm going to mention my name. My name is Sadek, and then if you want to subscribe Figma tips and updates, like it is sending you an email, you can just subscribe, or otherwise you can just skip it and then continue it. Then you have to mention what kind of work do you do. Then obviously I'm into the design, and I'm going to and then I am a freelancer, so I'm just going to make it this way. And then, uh, like, this is the most important thing and the most important features of the Figma as well. Like, with whom you are going to collaborate, and either like right from here you can see your account is building. So mainly, I will be either will collaborating with client because I mentioned that I am a freelancer. Then here either you can mention their email and quickly send them an invite, and then they will join your team to basically collaborate, or otherwise you can just skip them. So I'm currently going to skip, and then right from here I'm going to start like obviously new job or a project, right? And Figma before, yes, obviously I'm going to use Figma a lot of time. But if you are new to Figma, set like click no, it's my first time, and then it will give you few tutorials, so you can just like check few tutorials and then uh, obviously learn Figma by Figma as well. Otherwise, you can just like skip it as well. So here they are asking like which plan would you like. So currently, as I am going to teach you guys, so we are going to start with the free plan. But obviously, I will be using my professional account in which I'm using the professional account as well. So what would you like to do first? So here either you need to want to use like design with Figma, whiteboard with FigJam, are present with Figma slides. So these are the three major parts of the Figma. So you use Figma for designing, FigJam is the sub part of Figma, like overall the company. FigJam is the part, and FigJam is like a whiteboard. Whiteboard, like in your university, in your colleges, in your schools, you were using whiteboard to like write, brainstorms, learn, and everything. So similar here, you can just use FigJam as well to do a lot of work. And obviously, we will be learning FigJam as well because I love FigJam and I do a lot of work in FigJam as well, like building different scenarios, building flows, building doing my like data analysis, doing auditing work, whatever you want to brainstorm or ideate, you can use FigJam as well. And the third one is quite new feature in the Figma is Figma slides. It's quite similar to PowerPoint presentations and everything. It's really good feature of a Figma as well. But currently, I'm just going to skip it. Whatever you can just choose, it's fine, right? Then here it is giving you few tool tips that these are called tool tips. Like it is trying to give me a few like tips regarding how I can use Figma, but I'm just going to skip it, right? So when you enter in the Figma for the first time, this is how the interface of Figma looks like. Either you download the app of a Figma, like obviously the desktop app. Figma also have the mobile app as well. We will discuss that later on. But currently, this is how it looks. Either you download the web app or you download, obviously, you enter in like the desktop, sorry, the browser version of Figma as well. So how you can download this app? You can just Figma search on Figma desktop uh, app, and you can simply go into the Figma and obviously download the Figma app right from here, right? So it's very simple, very pretty. You can just either download from Mac, Window, whatever the version. If you want to use beta app, so I will suggest not directly download the beta app as well, but I personally use the beta version as well. And yes, one more important thing that is font installers, right? So typically when you have like very few fonts already installed in your computers or in your system, Figma quickly picks those fonts and it really works fine. But in cases like being a designer are very choosy, or maybe sometimes clients gives us specific fonts that need to be used in his project. So for that purpose, we also need to use don't need to download this font installer as well. So if you are on Mac or if you are a Windows user, download any of them, and then obviously when you will install a font and you have already installed this font installer app. I don't know why Figma is keeping it separate, but yeah, that's how it is. Then obviously it will bring that new installed font in your Figma. So it's quite mandatory to download this app. It is mandatory, and but in case if you are not downloading, then obviously if you are trying to install new font and want to bring that font into the Figma, is never going to happen, right? So for that purpose, you need to install this thing. It's again quite similar. You just simply click on installer and it will it's a very kind of like low weight application, so you can simply download it, right? So here quickly just going to discuss this thing. Then here you can see my name, that is my profile. So here from I can like switch the theme. Either you work with the light mood or you work with the dark mood, whatever you want to use, it will work for you. But obviously I'm using like the system theme, and majorly I work with the dark mode, but it depends as well, right? Then we have right at the bottom. All right. Then we have you have an option of a getting desktop right from here as well. Then you have an option of a setting. Here you can just update your image name. You have your emails, right? Your titles and everything. Then we have community as well. So you can just start with community profile right from here. So we will discuss later on. Then we have notifications, like when obviously we collaborate and one of them comment, one of them suggest, whatever they are doing. and we leave comments, right? So for that purpose, we need to get email notification. So you can just turn on any of them right from here, right? Then we have session. So this is like where from we are going to uh, use that account, right? Then we have like community profile I already mentioned, and here you can like have multiple accounts as well, and then use those multiple accounts, switch in between them. Probably you will see in my case, but then you can also log out directly from here as well. Then this is a notification. I can obviously you will be like getting notification within the Figma as well, so you can see directly right from here. Then this is the recent. So in few cases you will see few other option as well. So if I go here with my real time account, then you will see these different accounts as well, right? So yeah, so you will see a few different accounts, a few different options as here as well. So we will be discussing that part, but currently uh, yeah. So then this is the recent files you're working on. You can see recent files here. Then we have themes. So in free form, Figma gives us an access to create different theme. Sorry, in free form, it gives us like an access to create one like the theme as well, right? But in case like if you have professional or different like plans, then you can create different teams as well. So you can see these are multiple teams out there. And also in case if I show you my other account, right, then you will see like I have like multiple accounts, sorry, multiple teams in other accounts as well. So when you get like either premium a professional Figma account or premium Figma account, then obviously you get like the different teams, access to create different teams as well. Then within the teams, you have like option of draft, like where you are just keeping the draft, and then all project, and then this is the trash option. So where from you can just like see your deleted files. So Figma keeps those deleted file in the trash, so you can either delete them like permanently or that restore them as well. So here we have an option of creating a new design file in Figma and prototype. Then we have a FigJam and also the slide deck for presentation and everything. And we also, in case we want to import any files right from other system, then we can just import right from here as well. We have just these three out there. So this is like team library giving few option to start, few Figma basics, and then FigJams basics as well. Either you can just click on any of them and open and land into basically the exact interface which is going to be your too much friendly system. This is the FigJam interface, right? So we are not going to discuss FigJam too much in this section currently. And in earlier stages, we will be talking about mainly to the Figma, right? So this is a Figma interface that is going to be too much with you guys. So here they are giving me a few tutorials. So if I want to skip, you can obviously skip, or otherwise you can just like want to learn, you can learn on like read those comments and also learn those parts as well, right? So this is the Figma interface that is going to be used too much by you. So either you are using like the web app or you using like the desktop app. It will be again similar, right? So I will be using mostly my like the web, sorry, desktop app, not the web version. So it's up to you. If you have downloaded that web app, sorry, desktop app, you can down work on that part or learn on that part or practice on that part. Or in case if you want to stay with like the web version, you can stay with the web version as well. So one more thing, there will be a questions like if we want to download that desktop app, so is there any requirements of a system? There is no requirement of a system. Figma have a very light kind of a desktop app. It's really works on the system. You just need to have a good internet, and along with that, Figma is basically the cloud-based software. So whatever you are doing, and in case your system is turned off, switched off, right, or you like accidentally deleted anything, you can find everything existing in the Figma because it's a cloud-based software. So there's no need to be worried about that if working on this part and I have accidentally deleted this system, and then I wanted to keep that thing, but my system turned off. So how I can find out, right? So I will be letting you know that there are different options in the Figma as well. So you can find, and in case you can simply undo as well, right? So that's how Figma basically work. So now let's start that what is actually the Figma interface and how I can work with that part, right? So I'm going to, yeah, in case when you will be having a lot of files, you will be like switching between multiple teams and everything. You can create those teams also. Then you will be getting these a lot of files out there, right? Multiple options, right? So it will be quite a lot of things happening on the interface. So there's no need to be worried. And here you can see like few comments as well that I am getting. So you will be able to open those comments and also like read those comments as well and then solve. So now let's quickly jump into the new Figma files and let me check how much the time of a video is. Yeah, we have quickly like 15 minutes pending. So in those 15 minutes, I will be sharing a lot of things with you guys, right? So currently, this is the Figma interface, and you can see like the home icon, untitles, then Figma icons, untitles, drop, files, assets. These are the two tabs. Then search, pages, layers, right from here. And then this is the panels where you can see the property panels as well. And then this is the toolbar of Figma. And Figma have a very common and very less tools rather than Adobe Illustrator, Photoshop, or whatever the tools or software you're using. So Figma have a very less number of like the tools here. So this home icon is again bring you to the home screen. So there's no need to be worried about this icon. But if Figma icon is the main menu icon, and right from here you have like, yeah, I will be using few shortcuts as well. So I will be repeating those shortcuts, but yeah, I'm going to like give you a scenario of shortcuts here as well, right? So Control plus K is very common shortcut for the MacBook user to do the global search. And here in Figma as well, if you press Control plus K, it is going to be like the search action as well. Then you have a file options. Right from here, you can either create new Figma file, FigJam file, or a slide deck, the presentation file, and also you can bring like the sketch file here as well. In case you want to like place an image in the Figma, then you can just Control Shift or K. Then if you can like if you don't know the shortcut, then you can come into the file option, and right from here you can place an image as well. You can save your local copy. Just it will download the Figma files, and with the Figma extension, you can save in your laptop or system. Then you can see the version history. Save the version history or show the version history. Like version history is basically the changes made in the file. So it is going to like obviously save those version history because I already mentioned that Figma is a cloud-based like the system. Then you can export and then export in the form of PDS as well, and also can create the branch as well. So branch is basically when you have like a multiple teams, then obviously you have a branching system in the organization plan as well. Like you can create different branches based on the projects, right? Like you have one company and then different branches under the company as well. Then you can create like the branches of that company within a single file, right? So, but it is only available at the organization plan as well, right? So I don't have an organization plan, so that's why I'm not able to create. Then in the edit section, you have to option to undo, redo, then copy as like whatever like you want to copy, then pixel preview, outlines, mask outlines. These are few options that we will be using, but I will be like using few shortcuts as well. Like in case if you want to zoom in, you just need to press control and scroll down like on the mouse, or maybe you can just press control and obviously zoom out or zoom in. You can just press like plus or negative or minus on your keyboards, right? Then you can zoom 100, zoom, click like control plus zero, or maybe zoom to fit. is shift plus one. So these are few shortcuts as well available here. So I will suggest to go through these few bars to like understand and also recall those shortcuts as well. But if you are not like memorizing these shortcuts, there's no need to be worried. I will be teaching everything, right? Then in object sections, obviously, when uh, we will be talking about these things like making components, making auto layout. So you can see few of them are still like disabled. The reason is because we don't have anything out here, right? Then few of them is like the text option, and majorly one of them is like this spell check that must need to be like turned on English United States. It will letting you know that you have made any mistake in the spelling, and Figma will let you know, and then you can just select and then right click and then correct the spelling as well. That's really helpful, right? Then arranging. So obviously, if you are a graphic designer or if you are a designer and switching between different tools, or even you are like using PowerPoint or maybe MS Words, you are using these things quite easily. Then this is the plugin option. So we will be like searching this plugin option as well. So Figma have a plugin. Plugins are basically few things, few like handy tools in the Figma which we use to like boost our productivity and the design work as well. Then we have few widgets as well. We will talk about the widget and then later on, right? Not currently, but obviously I will teach you about the widgets as well, and we will use few widgets to keep like make our design more like beautiful in a way, right? Then you have this preferences. So right from here, you can see few options that you need to snap to pixel grid, you need to snap with objects. What are these things? I will be explaining with those when we will start like different design works as well. Then you can also adjust the keyboard layout in right from here as well, right? Then a few other options. I believe a lot of things have been covered. I will be covering libraries later on. But yeah, this is like the name of a file. You can just switch, double click on that one and then enter it. So it will like you can just rename it and it will rename here as well. And if you click on this first drop down the chevron icon, then you can also see few options as I mentioned earlier as well, right? Then there is two tabs. One is file and other is assets. So Figma is also like Figma also have option of creating the libraries. Yeah, like if you have created any library, you can just publish on the library and then use them as your assets. Currently, Figma have added these three libraries in every new files. One of them is Material Free Design Kit, another is Figma Simple Design System by Figma, and other is iOS Design System. I will explain these things later on. Then we have this file option. So one of them is page and other is layer, and then this is like you can just drag and drop. So pages are again the pages in the Figma. Like if this is the page one, then I page two, page three. So in page one, if I'm going to create this frame and then I'm keeping it like red color and I'm on page F2. Sorry, the page 2. Here I'm going to create this green page and then page 3. So here I'm going to create like this purple or blue. So you can switch between pages and see like each of the rectangle is like have been placed separately. So each page have a separate things as well. And if you are like using the free plan, then obviously you will be not able to create like at maximum I believe three pages, not more than that. But yes, only three pages. And then based on pages, if this is the layer, right? And then if I'm going to create like anything on that layer, so you can see this is the like options creating layers, right? Then if I obviously draw any like sorry, if I draw any rectangles or anything, right out here, so you can see these are the layers as well, and you can see few of the names of those things as well. So first we have like the pages, and within the pages we have different parts of the like the design elements that are named as layers, right? So we will learn about these things later on, right? Let's go to the first part, and then this is the side panel, the property panel. Here you can see the design work, and like right at the top, you have this your profiles, right? You can just like spot and what are the name, what we can do with this profile pictures. We will learn later on, and then we have this present icon. So when we work in the design and we want to present them or we want to give a preview to someone, then we can use this present icon, and we can also share our Figma link as well. So either anyone here, few of them are options is available. So we will learn them later on, right? Then this is the page color. So if I like change the page color, it is going to change the color of a page, and it is going to be changed on the page one, not like page two or page three. It is only going to change on the page one. And if you have anything on the page one, like in the layer, then that color for page and then not for the layers, right? So it is not going to like affect any layer at all, right? Then this is like if you can just want to hide that colors or whatever, then this is the opacity. Obviously we will talk about later on. Then these are the variables, local styles, export. I'm not going to explain these things currently, but obviously we will do later on. And then this is the zooming effect, so you can see few options here as well. So we will talk about these things later on, probably when we will be working, right? Then we have prototype. So when we will be presenting to something to someone, then this prototype is actually uh, helps us really. And then it is basically linking between the screens, linking between the elements and whatever we will be doing right from here. And then we have two options here as well, right? We will learn about these things later on. Then we have few a toolbar here. So here is the move tools, that the shortcut is V, and then we have the hand tool and also the scale tools under it as well. So then we have this hash like icon where we can use frames, sections, and also slices. Then we have this shape tools. So right from here you can see some shapes as well, and also you can find the place image as well. So it will directly like bring the image as well. So Control Shift and K. Then we have this pen tool and also the pencil in it. So P and Shift P. Then we have type tool, and this is the comment. So obviously I was talking earlier that if you want to like when you will be working on collaboration, you will be using these things a lot, right? Then we have this grid tools. So right from here we can few options here. They are in the Figma new UI3, and assets that was here as well, and then few plugins and widgets that was also like available here as well, right? So as I mentioned earlier, that we can see plugins and everything in this option as well, and also right at the bottom as well, right? So we will talk about a lot of plugins and widgets and everything when we will start designing. So then this is the option to turn on the dev mode. So when you turn on the dev mode, you can see few of the changes happened in the interface of the design as well. So we are not going to cover these things currently. We will talk about later on when we will be discussing uh, the new when we are going to design and then talking about the handoff to developer, and then we will talk about the dev mode. So right from here you can find few resources as well. And if you want to like go back to the previous UI, that was the old UI of a Figma, then you will be able to see that toolbars here and also few changes in right here as well. But I will suggest that go with the new Figma UI, because currently Figma is going to change with to the new UI as well, and also bringing the AI features as well. So that is going to be obviously uh, most like usable interface of a Figma. And in some cases, you will be able to see these properties panels, maybe this page and layer panel in the floating state. Don't worry about that part as well. That is basically the Figma's update. So they are going to fix it very soon, right? So this is all about like the Figma. You can also see few options right here as well in this drop down menu. If you are not finding anything in here or in this menu, you can find here as well. So there's a lot of functionalities in the Figma that is going to be discussed in obviously the excessive classes. So yeah, this was a very basic introduction to the Figma, explaining each and everything. And right in the first class, we will start learning about if I like start designing anything, then you are able to see a different and a lot of options here as well. So in next class, we will be like explaining each and everything uh, one by one, and then obviously going to explain these properties as well. So currently, it's just a very basic tool. You just need to sign in and just like try to do your hand like dirty with the Figma. Just get bit familiar with the interface, and right in the next class we will talk about with very details discussion about Figma as well. Till then that take care and everything, and goodbye as well. Thank you so much.